and they're old. I mean, all they do is buy granola with it or something. So I've already taken care of my family. I think you need to do that. But I don't want to leave it. I certainly don't want to leave it for the government. They already have more than they deserve. They'll just mess it up and blow it. And so we our theme is do your giving while you're living, so you're knowing where it's going. And we're giving it all away. I'm going to die poor. I'm going to die with nothing. Now the challenge, of course, of that is you don't know exactly when you're going to die. So there's a timing issue. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, okay, we want to die, but we like to have some until we die. You know what I'm saying? And my kids are kind of, they say, well, Dad, what happens if you give your money away before you die? I mean, you're still alive. I said, I'll live with you. I tried. Before I've given you over, I got you started, now you can finish me up, you know what I'm saying? But the significance, I have a coaching company that's just amazing. And we were just spent the week in Guatemala, and I took 150 of them, and they went to Guatemala with me to train. They trained, these 150 coaches in 1 week trained 19,000 leaders. And those 19,000 leaders are going to train 8 each, so they're going to train 150,000 people over the next 6 months. And I told him, I said, your life will be totally changed. You're going to pour yourself. They started at 6 in the morning, went to 6 at night. And they just trained all these leaders, and they would come back at 7 o'clock, we'd have a dinner, and we'd come into the room, and they would just stand up and they would weep as they would talk about what they had learned and how their life was changed because they were pouring into someone else. Here's what, and just very simply. If you're living your life for yourself, it's going to be a very boring life. And if you can reach your dreams by yourself, you're not going to have big dreams. You've got to include others. Success always includes others. Success is not about me. It's not. It's about doing something. So, foundationally, success is knowing my purpose in life, growing to my maximum potential, and sowing seeds that benefit others. You got that one? That's a pretty good definition, isn't it? Huh? It really works. You just try that for a while. It really works. Now, I'm still staying on success because I'm trying to give you stuff to put under your belt because you have a whole future in front of you. If you get it now, things are going to get good for you. As I've observed people that are successful, and I've studied this since 1976, I really have studied successful people. I know them. I'm with them. I really understand the subject. I have discovered, and back in 1976, I came to this conclusion, and it's only been validated for almost 40 years now. Successful people do 4 things very well. They do 4 things very well if they're a beach body, or if they have another career, doesn't matter. Successful people do 4 things very well. And what's great about the 4 things I'm going to give you is these are all teachable. You can learn these 4 things, okay? So they're not things that are not accessible to you. Not any more frustrating than for you to be on a journey and somebody says, let me tell you what you need, but you can't have it. And so, and by the way, I'm a communicator, not an educator. I have an education, I have 3 degrees, but I'm a communicator, not an educator. An educator takes something simple and makes it complicated. Okay? If you understand it, they're not happy, okay? A communicator takes something complicated and makes it simple. And everything I take, I break down to simplicity because I understand simple words, okay? And I'm a communicator. I put all the cookies on the lower shelf. I'm just saying, I've been having some. I think someone else ought to have some too. Okay? But here we go. So look at your neighbor and say, even you can do this. Go ahead and tell him.
Can do this.
In fact, look back at your neighbor and say, and you, by the way, you should start.
And by the way, you should start.
That was fun. You like that part. Successful people are good with relationships. That's number 1. Successful people understand that their success is directly connected with getting along with people, connecting with people. In fact, the expression I use is people won't go along with you until they can get along with you. And what do I teach? I teach leadership as influence. Well, people come to me and say, how do you get influence? You gain influence by relating well to people. So relationships Relationships is the foundation, I think, to success. People who get along, connect really well with people, that they become very, very successful in their life. Now, I wrote a book about 3 years ago that if you really want to know more about connecting with people, I wrote a book called Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. This book will teach you how to connect with people. This is essential for your business. You have got to connect with people. And great connectors connect on common ground. The first thing a great connector does is they establish what common ground is. So if I was sitting down with you, and you and I are having lunch, I would ask you 3 or 4 questions, and all the questions I would ask you would be to find common ground. And as soon as I find common ground, I'd ask you, tell me about your family. Okay, I've got 3 children. Well, I'm one of 3 children. Everything that you say, I'm going to find a way to connect with that. Okay? What's your hobby? Okay, that's why. Well, wow, I love that. Tell me more about it. All I'm doing is all connecting is on common ground. And all leaders understand that it's their job to find the common ground and to go there first. Leaders always initiate, they always go first. Now, so people that are highly successful, they understand how to connect well with people, and they connect with people. They relate well with people. That's number one. The second thing that highly successful people do very well is they have an attitude, a tenacious attitude that allows them to get through difficult times. I've watched it. People that are highly successful are not successful because they've had it good or they've had it easy. They're successful because they have worked through the difficult times. They've worked through adversity. See, everybody, I love it when people say, all you need is a good attitude. Well, everybody has a good attitude when things are going their way. I've seen people have a terrible attitude, have a good attitude. Things go their way, they're just happy campers. See, there's no separation in attitude during prosperity. The separation in attitude is during adversity. Adversity separates people, the successful from the unsuccessful people, because unsuccessful people, during adversity, they look for a way out. They wanted to escape, where successful people say, I don't like what I'm going through, but I'm going to learn what I'm going through. I'm going to let this teach me something. That's why my new book comes out in October. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. The whole thesis is, the question is not have you lost. We've all lost. We've all failed. Isn't that true? Yes. How many of you failed at least once? Come on, see those hands. Today. Of course, we've all failed. That has nothing to do with your success. People who say, well, I don't want to fail because I want to be successful. I say, no, you have to fail to be successful. Failure is a